into another video. We're going over the season-long props at the running back position over there on Drafters Fantasy, guys. Hey guys, just make sure if you're not over on Drafters right now, make sure you use code BAYOUBENGAL, guys. It'll match you dollar for dollar for the first $100 that you deposit over there. If you deposit 100, they'll give you 100. Now you're playing with 200. Make sure you guys use code BAYOUBENGAL when you go over there and play on Drafters and bet any of these props. Now look, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just letting you guys right now. The disclaimer is out there. Make sure you draft responsibly. Spend only what you are able to lose. Get over there and have some fun, guys. These props are changing up. They're changing down. The numbers that I'm giving you today may not be there when you go look. You're gonna have to check out for yourself. But as of right now, these are all the props for the running back position. I'm going over every single player that they have out there so far. I'm sure they're gonna be adding some rookies and a lot of other players there as well. But look, we're gonna dive right into it, and we're going over with Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones, I believe, has a favorable prop bet, 775.5 rushing yards, and I think a lot of people are worried about, hey, is he going to be the main bell cow for this offense? Look, I'm not worried about that. Jordan Mason's coming in here and they're saying, hey, look, he may be the guy that's going to push Aaron Jones to not have a great run, but look, I think he's going to be just fine. Last year, almost over 1,100 yards. The year before that, only 11 games played, 656. Other than that, look at him. He's hitting greens all over the field. I think this could be a smash play at 775.5 rushing yards. Not too long ago, we saw this prop at 950 rushing yards. It's already dropped to 775. This is a play that you want to bet the over in. I like it. 63% hit rate for his career. I think he's going to continue to do great things. Aaron Jones has a good prop for the rushing yards, guys. Next guy we're talking about here is going to be Alvin Kamara at an 850.5 rushing yards prop bet. I think this is a great bet. I'm definitely doing the over here. 63% overall for his career. Look, 950 last year. He's going to be involved into this offense. And if I'm not mistaken, this may be, I think I checked right before I recorded this. This could be even at 750 yards for the rushing prop right here. If it's 750, that's even better because in 2019, that would be green as well. Guys, he's smashing this prop. A big part of this offense. Don't worry about any of these running backs that they're drafting, whether it be Devin Neal or Kendra Miller. Any of these guys taking any of these workload away from Alvin Kamara. I think this could be a smash play for Alvin Kamara. So let's move right along here at the running back position. Bijan Robinson's got a prop bet of 1,150.5 rushing yards. He's a big part of this offense too, and I think last year when we saw kind of the coaching regime move on, we knew Bijan Robinson was going to be a big part of this offense. I thought Tyler Algier was going to be a big portion of that offense, and he wasn't. They gave the whole bell cow workload to Bijan Robinson. I think 1150 is a really good prop for him. I'm still smashing the over. 50% hit rate, but look, his rookie year, he kind of got shafted a little bit with Arthur Smith at the head coaching position, but now that he has moved on, last year you saw what he could do. I think he's going to continue to do so. Bijan Robinson also has another prop when you talk about 10.5 rushing touchdowns. He had 14 last season, the 4 before then. His prop is at 11. This is one of those, even a 50% hit rate. I would say this is a no bet for me. There's a good chance that other things could come to fruition. And because I like the yardage prop for Bijan Robinson, I'm probably staying away from the rushing touchdown props. That is a no bet for Bijan Robinson at 10.5 rushing touchdowns. Next guy we're talking about here is going to be Breece Hall. He's at 925.5 rushing yards. The head coach has already said he wants this not to be a two-headed monster, but a three-headed monster. And if you're looking for Breece Hall to get 1,000 yards rushing, which he has yet to do this year, and I just don't like it. 33% hit rate. I mean, I'm saying he hasn't hit thus far in his whole career 1,000 yards rushing, and even though he had 994 rushing yards in 2023, I just don't see it happening here in 2025. I am betting the under for Breece Hall. I think they definitely keep him under 925.5 rushing yards. Next guy around here is going to Brian Robinson, right, for Washington Commanders. They really didn't give him a lot of help in the draft. Yes, they have Austin Eckler. He's coming back there as healthy as well. Brian Robinson has a good chance of hitting this prop, 800.5 yards. But what I would say is I would keep this at a no bet, right? He has yet in his career to hit over 800 yards rushing, even though he's been very close twice. Last year, 799. In 2022, he had 797. I would still bet, just say a no bet on this rate, even though if you had to and you're like, man, I just got to place a bet here, definitely hit the over, because I'm sure this year the offense is going to get even better. Deebo Samuel's going to be there. Will Deebo Samuel take up any of the rushing ability, right? There's just a lot of factors in here that I don't want to deal with, so I'm taking a no bet here for Brian Robinson. Next guy I'm going to talk about here is going to be Bucky Irvin for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He is the bell cow for this offense. He said, Rashad White, get up on out of here. I am the man here. 1,025.5 rushing yards is his prop. Last season, 1,122 yards. He smashed that, 100% hit rate. He's going to be even more involved in the offense this year. I think this is an easy over for me for Bucky Irvin. Now, Bucky Irvin does have another prop here, 7.5 rushing touchdowns. Look, he had 8 last season, so he smashed that. But again, I like the yardage prop for Bucky Irvin, so I'm staying away from the touchdown. So this would be a no bet for me. Next guy we're going to talk about here is going to be Chase Brown, right? He's got 875.5 rushing yard prop. And look, he is going to be the main guy. He is the RB1 for this offense. There's no one there. They didn't draft anybody to come over here. Zach Moss, he's back on the team. Took a little bit of a pay cut, but I don't think he's going to be a problem here for Chase Brown. 990 yards last season. I think he easily hits 1,000 yards rushing this season, so I'm betting the over for Chase Brown. Christian McCaffrey's the next guy we're going to talk about. A lot of people are worried about, him and his injury. Will he stay healthy or strong? I think he's looking good so far in camp. I think he's going to be healthy. I think he's an easy 1,000 yard running back. Again, you've seen in his career, if he's playing a full season, there's a big chance he is hitting 1,000 yards rushing. Don't look at his rookie year. Hit rate overall for his career, 50%. And a lot of that has to do with injuries. But I am hitting the over for Christian McCaffrey for 975.5 rushing yards this season. Chuba Hubbard's the next guy we gotta go talk about. 950.5 rushing yards. This is one of those that I'm gonna say it's a no bet. I think just the adding of Rico Dowdle into this offense, you don't know what the split's gonna be. Is it gonna be really Chuba Hubbard's team to be he can get over 1,000 yards rushing? Again, the Panthers are complete cockadoodle anyway, and when you add a running back, 1,000-yard running back like Rico Dowdle to the team, that may hurt. 25% hit rate only so far in his career because he hasn't really been utilized as the man except for last season. But I would just stay away from this right now until we see, how the split's going to happen between Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle. So next guy we're going to talk about here is going to be DeAndre Swift, the running back for the Chicago Bears. This is another team. They didn't get any help for this offense here. I'm not really worried about Menengai. I think that's how you say his name, the rookie that they drafted. 850.5 rushing yards is his prop. He's hit that for the last 2 seasons, not only with the Bears but with the Eagles as well. I'm still hitting this as an over. I'm not really worried about Roschon Johnson too much. I think DeAndre Swift can easily hit this, and he could easily hit 1,000 yards rushing this season if the offense keeps to grow and Caleb Williams becomes better and better. So next guy, we got to move it right along here. We're going over Derrick Henry. He's got a prop for 13.5 rushing touchdowns. This is one of those guys you you need to be kind of weary of what you've got going on here. The rushing touchdowns, yeah, he had a 9.5 prop last season. I smashed that, easy 10. But you know what? I would say it's a no bet right here because betting on him to get 14 rushing touchdowns, which he's only done 3 times in his entire career, I would say, yeah, let's just not even, don't even tempt fate. Don't worry about that. But Derrick Henry, the one that his other prop that he has would be his rushing yards, 1,375.5 rushing yards. And while I think he is completely capable of hitting this, he's only hit it 44% of the time in his career so far. This would be another no bet for me. Stay away from it. There's a lot of other bets out there that I think is much more safer than the Derrick Henry prop of rushing yards, 1,375.5 yards. So let's look at another running back here, Devon A-Chain. He's got a prop here of 800.5 rushing yards. This is one of those that I really like. I think he could stay healthy. He proved me wrong for his rookie year. I thought his size was going to keep him where he wasn't going to be that healthy. But look, they're using him as a bell cow in some situations, and he's smashing this. And it says only a 50% hit rate, but if you look at that, he was only 1 yard shy of hitting this prop in 2023 and had over 900 rushing yards last season. So I am smashing the over. I think as long as Tua Tagovailoa can stay healthy, I think Devon A-Chain is going to get plenty of touches in this offense. So now, let's move on to a running back that I really like this year. I think he's going to take a huge leap, in my opinion. And that's going to be Jahmyr Gibbs. He's got a prop for 1,075.5 rushing yards, and I think he's going to clear this. David Montgomery is coming back from injury, but I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to get a big portion of this offense, and he can clear, I think he's going to clear 1,200 rushing yards. So I'm smashing the over for Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, he does have another prop we need to talk about. That is going to be the 10.5 rushing touchdowns. And look, I think he can hit this as well. But the thing is, I like his rushing yard prop so much, I want to stay away from the touchdowns because it's not a sure thing. David Montgomery can easily take those goal line carries away from him and be a problem for Jahmyr Gibbs in this prop. So I am staying away. This is a no bet for me. So next guy we're talking about here is going to be James Conner. He's got a prop bet of 900.5 rushing yards, and while he can easily hit that, I have a feeling He may get injured this season. Look, last season played 16 games, the most he's ever played in a season in his entire career as the running back position. He's only got 38% hit rate for this prop anyway. And if he gets hurt, which I think he will, look, you're not going to want this. I'm betting the under for 900.5 rushing yards. Move right along here. We're going to go James Cook for the Buffalo Bills, 950.5 rushing yards. I'm not going to bet this, right? There's a lot of turmoil going on saying James Cook wants a new contract. He wants this, he wants that. And the team may end up turning to Ray Davis before you know it. If he does, he's going to ruin your prop bet. 67% of the time he is hitting this. He's done very well. Great running back. And if he's the running back for all 17 games and everything's good to go, he will easily crush this number. But again, when you're betting some money, you want to be safe. I think James Cook, just don't bet this. We don't know what's going to happen in this offense, and James Cook, stay away from it. I would say that is a no bet for me. Joe Mixon's got a prop bet, 875.5 rushing yards, something I do want to talk about. A lot of people are saying Nick Chubb's coming to town. Gonna hurt this guy quite a bit. I don't think so. This is Joe Mixon's show. Look, Nick Chubb's knee does not look healthy. He didn't look good. His jump cuts wasn't there. I think this is still going to be Joe Mixon all day long. 875.5 rushing yards. This was actually more. I think it was around 900 or 925 before the Nick Chubb trade, and they dropped it to 875. I think he smashes that 63% career hitting that rate. As long as he's playing a lot of games, he's probably going to hit that. I'm smashing the over for Joe Mixon. Another one of these props here. We're going Jonathan Taylor, right? Jonathan Taylor's got 1,200 rushing yards. I think this is going to be a no bet for me. 1,200 rushing yards is a lot. He's only hit it 40% of the time in his career. And look, with Anthony Richardson, you never know what's going to be there. It's just the offense in general. I really wouldn't worry about that. So just make Jonathan Taylor a no bet for me as far as his rushing yards. But he does have a prop out here. We want to talk about the 9.5 rushing touchdowns. I'm betting the over for that. I think Jonathan Taylor, they're going to give him the football when it comes down to the goal line. And for some odd reason, Daniel Jones becomes the quarterback and not Anthony Richardson. They're just going to hand the ball off like crazy to Taylor when it comes down to the red zone. He should be able to get a lot of touchdowns. I like the over 9.5 rushing touchdowns for Jonathan Taylor. Now, another prop that I do like here, Josh Jacobs for the Green Bay Packers. I think is going to be pretty good. 1,050 rushing yards. I'm hitting the over on this. He is going to be smashing this. He's on a good offense now. He's really just churning. They're handing the ball off to him like crazy. 67% hit rate on his career. I think he's going to smash the over here. Easy bet for me. And then we're going to look at his touchdowns as well. I like the over here as well. 9.5 rushing touchdowns. I think he's going to get a lot of opportunities to score a lot of touchdowns into this offense. Had 15 last season. I think he smashes the 9.5 this year. Hit the over for that. Let's go over Kenneth Walker here. 875.5 rushing yards. I think he's going to smash the over right here. I think he has a good chance of kind of eclipsing towards the 1,000 rushing mark. Zach Charbonnet's really not, I'm not worried about him whatsoever. You know, the only time Kenneth Walker didn't hit this prop was last season. He only played 11 games just due to injury. I think he comes back healthy and strong, smashing this prop for you. I like it. So next prop we're going over here is going to be Kyron Williams. This is one of those guys, 1,000.5 rushing yards. I think he easily hits this as well. I don't worry about anybody that they're drafting or what the case is. They're going to hand the ball off to Kyron Williams quite a bit. He is going to be the guy. He's going to get the goal line, going to get himself a new contract. I love everything about Kyron Williams. I think he's smashed over 1,000 yards ever since he's been the man. He even hit it in 2023 in just 12 games. So smash the over for Kyron Williams. Get yourself some free money in that situation. Now, Saquon Barkley, the darling of everybody. His prop is 1,450 rushing yards. Guys, this has got to be a no bet. 14% hit rate for his career. If anything, I would bet the under on this. I mean, he had a darling career last season. It's going to be hard for him to hit those numbers again. Jalen Hurts is not going to sit back and just let Saquon Barkley be the man for this offense. Jalen Hurts wants to be loved too, so I think this is going to be very hard. I would stay away from this as well. He also has another prop, 10.5 rushing touchdowns. He smashed that last year with 13, but this is one of those things. Look, everything and all the stars got their line for him to get up there to 11 touchdowns again. I would just not bet this. 29% hit rate on his career. This is just these prop bets for Saquon Barkley. Is a really high, really egregious, something I wouldn't advise you to go to. So next guy I want to talk about here is going to be Tony Pollard. It's the last running back on our list. 900.5 rushing yards from Tennessee. I wouldn't bet this either. Only 50% for his career. Last time he played with the Dallas Cowboys, he played really good last year with the Titans. He's hitting over the 1,000 yards. I mean, He's doing good. The reason why I'll say a no bet is because they're talking about Tajay Spears. We don't know what Tajay Spears is going to bring to the table, and he might be saying, hey, look, you're not getting any love over here. Only 50%, like I said, for his entire career. Not something that I want to, you know, hang my hat on whatsoever. So Tony Pollard, it's a no bet for me. And that's going to do it, guys, for the running back position. Hopefully you guys got a little bit of information out of that. That way you guys can see, hopefully you can make some great plays at that and win some cash. We're batting pretty good so far on Drafters Fantasy for season-long props. And I'm hoping this year in 2025, we're all winning money together. Guys, we're pumping out so much videos at this point. We're going to make sure you guys are good on all fantasy football, whether it's draft, whether it's dynasty, whether it's on Drafters itself, best ball, season-long props, you name it, we're doing it right here. Make sure you guys smash the like button, hit the subscribe button. Guys, we're pumping out all this content for you guys to ultimately win championships in your leagues and to make some money on Drafters. And shoot, we're on Underdog Fantasy as well. We're doing a little bit of everything, guys. But make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. See you guys on the next video.